Hey y'all, I'm Morgan from charlestoncrafted.com, and today I'm going to show you how to take a piece of wooden furniture made for indoors and seal it and protect it so that you can use it as outdoor furniture. This is an old side table we've had for a long time, and we don't really have a spot for it inside our house, so we're going to move it out to our covered patio. The finish on here is totally fine. I don't need to change the color. I just want to add an outdoor sealant. So I'm using spar urethane. A lot of different brands make this. So spar urethane gives UV protection, water resistance, and resistance to mold and mildew. So if this thing gets wet from rain or being outdoors from the humidity, it's going to be a lot less likely to rot, or at least it's going to take it longer to rot to do so. So this piece already has sealant on it. We stained and sealed it years and years ago. But to get it ready for this new sealant, I'm just going to use some sandpaper, and this is a 240 grit. I'm not even going to use my sander. I just want to lightly remove the sealant that is already on here and get it ready for new sealant. If you have a thick varnish or anything like that, you might want to use your sander and use that more heavy duty, lower grit sandpaper, lower number, smaller number, to get more of that varnish off. This one I'm just basically trying to scuff up a little bit. I don't want to mess up the existing finish. So then you just want to take a cloth and wipe off any dust you just created from sanding. Like I said, I'm going to be using spar urethane. This is Varathane brand. It's just what they sell at Home Depot. So I got this one. Open up the can, and one hot tip is with spar urethane, any kind of poly really, you don't want to shake the can like you do with a can of paint to mix it. That will lead to bubbles. We don't want bubbles. Now I'm going to use a foam brush. That's what I like to use to apply sealant. You can use any kind of brush. With a foam brush, you do have to watch out for bubbles, but I tend to like the foam brush finish better than a regular brush with bristles, but that's up to you. So then I'm going to apply this. Thin coats, really watch out for drips. You don't want drips in your finish. And then according to the can, you let it dry for at least 4 hours, and then you apply a second coat. So I'll probably do a second coat tomorrow. Alright, so I let the poly dry on here overnight, and I just flipped it upside down. And the thing with this outdoor sealant is that you want to cover every little nook and cranny. Any little spot where you leave an opening is where moisture can get in and start to rot the wood. So I flipped it upside down, and that's my hot tip for really being able to make sure you get good coverage on the underside and any angles you might have missed doing it the first time. So let's give it 2 more coats.